Welcome back to the Notary Podcast hosted by me, Daniel C. Lewis. And today, you're not going to believe the topic. We're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, becoming financially fit as a notary entrepreneur. You're not going to want to miss this one. Here we go. Welcome back to the Notary Podcast hosted by me, Daniel C. Lewis. And if you like the podcast, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. We love doing this each and every week. Love seeing you back this week. And this week, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects as a notary entrepreneur, being financially fit. In order for you to be successful, have a career, a sustainable income, or a sustainable career, you have to be financially fit. You got to be thinking about financial healthy, if that makes sense. And I talk a lot about being financially fit in other podcasts, but I'm going to go into it a little bit more today on exactly how to go about doing that. What am I talking about when we're talking about being financially? I'm going to give you a couple of things that you should do to make sure you're financially fit as a notary entrepreneur. And this applies to other businesses too. If you have other businesses, other side businesses, you should apply these basic principles to becoming financially fit. Let's start by developing a very comprehensive financial plan, creating a detailed business plan that outlines your income sources, fixed and variable expenses, and financial goals. Use this plan to set benchmarks and track your progress over time. When I started as a notary entrepreneur myself, I knew I wanted the business to fund me, if that makes sense, or pay for my expenses. So I got with a financial advisor. I connected with a financial advisor, and the first thing he told me I needed to do was calculate all my expenses, whether it's fixed or variable. And a variable expense could be a utility bill if you don't have it set at a certain amount each month, or a utility bill, what you pay in gas each month for your vehicle, maintenance on your vehicle, your mortgage, or if you're renting, your rental monthly payment. You get all those expenses and you calculate them up, and then that will tell you how much you actually need each month to have a livable or sustainable life. And what you want to do is, as a notary entrepreneur, you want to project higher than those expenses so you have a better quality of life, if that makes sense. So you don't want your more month than your money. You want more money to your month, if that makes sense. So create a comprehensive financial plan. And yeah, it takes a little bit to do that, but believe me, it gives you peace of mind once you do that and you know where you're at each and every month. And the next thing, make sure if you're a notary entrepreneur, or if you just have your own business, you separate your business expenses and your personal expenses. They shouldn't intertwine. I highly recommend getting a separate bank account for your business. And if you get a separate bank account, before you even get a separate bank account, you go around and you interview bank managers, or go into banks and see what features and benefits they have for entrepreneurs. Not all banks are the same. Banks are different. Some banks have more benefits for small businesses, like notary entrepreneurship. Other banks have better things for just having a bank account with them and a savings account. So go around and check banks, check credit unions, and see what benefits do they have? Do they have more? Some banks have less of a transactional charge. Like if you with Notary Entrepreneurs, you're getting paid from several different sources, checks. Some people deposit money directly in your account. Check and see what their transactional fees are. So definitely separate your banking and your business account. Opening a dedicated bank account and obtaining business, you should also get a business credit card, a business debit card, so you can use that when you are out conducting your business. And you can, and this actually helps you a great deal with your bookkeeping and helps you monitor your cash flow and also help you with tax preparations, which is a big help if you're separating your personal and your business out. So make sure you have a different business account when you're banking. And just on that note, and I talk about using banks to make your deposits and develop that type of relationship. You should definitely do that, especially if you're just getting into the business. A couple of times I've paid people, notary signing agents, for jobs, and then I get a call from a check cashing place. Some people use check cashing places, the cash. They don't use banks for whatever reason. I think this is a mistake. You're paying triple on the fees at check cashing places. It may seem convenient, but definitely it's a much better deal, and it's much more sustainable if you use a bank. The next thing to help you with getting financially fit is establishing an emergency fund. This is something that was very difficult for me at times. When I first contacted a financial advisor, they really pushed me to get an emergency fund. That's like 3 to 6 months of, if you couldn't work, all your expenses that are paid through that emergency fund. You have enough money in that emergency fund that you can last 3 to 6 months without having to take out loans or whatever. Your emergency fund can pay 3 to 6 months of your expenses. Like I said, it was very difficult for me because at the time that I was talking to a financial advisor and he was advising me on recommending an emergency fund. I was a single father. I had 5 kids at the time as a single father. And when I say I had 5 kids, I don't mean my children were staying with their mothers and I was financially supporting them. No, they were staying with me without any financial support from their mothers, and I was taking care of them. I was washing their clothes, going to school events, putting them in special curricular activities. I was the parent, and it was very difficult at that time for me to say I'm going to save 3 to 6 months of income, but I did it. It was very rewarding, and I'll just tell you a quick story, and I always call this my iced tea or sweet tea story. Every day I used to get up and go to McDonald's at that time, shout out to McDonald's, and you can get a large sweet tea for $1. Every day I would go, and I'll be honest here, I would go in the morning, fill up sweet tea, drink it, fill up again, drink half of that, fill up again, and then I'll take that cup as a notary signing agent and I will drive around all over the state. And when I get to McDonald's, I'll just take that same McDonald's cup, and fill it up with sweet tea. So I thought, I'm being very smart. I only pay for the sweet tea once a day, but I can fill up multiple times a day. As I was looking at my finances, after talking to the financial advisor and looking at my health, because that drinking sweet tea several a day really affects your health, I had to make some changes. And it was just that little change. I was paying like $1 for each day. So think of that, 30 days a month, that's $30. once I stopped doing the sweet tea and opted for water, ice cold water, which was a little bit of a change for me, a little bit of change for my taste buds, but I stopped and I saved that $30, just taking $30 a day, $1 a day, and putting that into a savings account, putting that into my emergency fund. And I saw that thing grow, and as it grew, I found other little changes I can do to make sure that thing grows. So that what I'm saying is, the moral of that story is there's little things you can do, whether you're a single parent or you have a spouse or the kids. There's little things you can do if you are tracking and you're looking at your finances and at your health that you can do to save money, save into that emergency fund. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of operating expenses. This safety net can help you weather unexpected downturns or slow periods without jeopardizing your business. And yes, I've had that 3 to 6 months of savings. If I don't do any work, laid in bed for 3 to 6 months, I still be able to pay my expenses with that savings account without putting it on credit cards or anything like that. So that's another thing you can do to become financially fit. And yeah, it's a challenge, especially if you're a single parent or you have an elderly parent that you're taking care of. It can be a challenge, but you can do this. The next thing, and this is very important, invest in personal development. You have to invest in yourself. Whether it's getting a book from Half Price Books, reading on marketing, business development, taxes, podcasting, or just taking a professional development class. Definitely invest in yourself. And this helps you stay competitive by continually upgrading your skills. Attend industry seminars, pursue certifications, like a notary signing agent. We have an I-9 verification at lewistraining.online. We have apostille courses. We have wedding officiant courses. Invest in courses that improve your business and your business acumen. And it could be, even several years ago, I took a course on blogging, and it was a great course, and it really helped supplement my income. So really invest in your professional development. That's how you can have that's how you can be financially fit and have sustainability. Which leads to the next point I want to make. Diversify your income streams. Don't go in to your business, whether it's notary entrepreneurship or any other business with a one-dimensional business plan. Diversify your income streams. Look for additional revenue opportunities beyond standard notarizations, like field inspections is another one, wedding officiant. Consider services like mobile notarizations, loan signing services, or offering training for new notaries. Diversification can help you cushion yourself in market fluctuations. I was in a networking meeting just recently with a builder, and he was saying he was really emphasizing that materials for building is going to go up, which is going to slow the market down. So you have to be ready for that kind of stuff. You have to be ready for the market fluctuations nationwide. So diversifying your business is really key to staying in business. The next thing, optimize your marketing strategy. This is something you should be looking at least 4 times a year. Optimizing your marketing strategy. Build a strong brand identity and online presence. Develop a professional website. Use social media strategically and network within your community to attract referrals and new clients. Building a referral base is key to success of your business. Building a referral base, making sure your notary profiles are up to date. You're updating those regularly as you take certification classes, as you take business classes, updating your notary profiles is going to be key to get continuous business in. So make sure you check out that. And as far as developing websites, I am not a big proponent for, and I know some notaries, new notaries, when they first come into business, they spend thousands of dollars on websites. I'm not a big proponent for that, because what people wanting in the service industry, and when they look for notaries, they look for notary near me. They hit that button, and when you say your website comes up, what the general public is looking for is, how do I contact this person so I can get my paperwork notarized? They're not looking for a big multi-page website. They're looking for your phone number, your email address. How can I contact this person right away to get what I need done right away? So just keep that in mind, that you're not going out spending thousands of dollars on a multi-page website when it's not really needed. So just be careful with that. The next thing I want to really emphasize is implement efficient financial systems. Use accounting software or partner with a financial professional to keep track of invoices, expenses, and your tax obligation. Regular review of your financial statements will help identify areas for cost savings and revenue growth. I know when I first got my CPA, they used QuickBooks, and I was using a different system, and I had to create a report for them. It took time-consuming report, and then I sent him the report, and my financial advisor, or my CPA, he suggested, why don't you just use QuickBooks? It's easier. You can just hit the button and it'll send to me right away, and it cuts down the fees that he was charging me. So I did that, and it worked well. So you just have to make sure when you're looking at your business and you're working with a CPA or a financial advisor, if you can sync up with them, use the same systems they use, this will be a big help to you down the road. And it also cuts their fees down if you're using that, and it's much more efficient. The next thing is plan for taxes and retirement. The best thing you can do for your business is plan for the conclusion of your business, whether that's a retirement or tax strategies. Work with a tax professional to set aside funds for quarterly tax payments and to take advantage of any deductions or credits available to small business owners. Additionally, explore retirement plans designed for self-employed individuals to secure your long-term financial future. You definitely want to look at that and secure and set your goals for what retirement means to you. Some people, retirement means I'll just work just a little bit less. Some people retirement means I won't be working at all. And so you just got to set in your mind, visualize what your retirement goals are. Is it fishing every day? For some of the guys, is it joining a club or a walking club or a knitting club? For some of us, what does retirement mean to you? I think you have to visualize that and have that vision so strong as the years go by. That you're working toward that, and in order to get that, you have to have tax strategies in order for you to hit that goal, that financial goal for yourself. So just to recap, develop a comprehensive financial plan for yourself, separate business and personal expenses, getting a separate business banking account, establish an emergency fund 3 to 6 months, invest in personal not personal, but more professional development. It could be personal too. Invest in professional development. Definitely, like I said, we have courses at lewistraining.online that you could take, I-9s, wedding efficient apostilles, and then we're going to have a trust class coming soon in the next quarter. Diversify your income streams. Make sure you're not one-dimensional business. You have incomes coming in from multiple different sides, whether it's procurement, car deals, healthcare, power of attorneys, trust documents, real estate. You have multiple streams of income coming in, and optimize your marketing strategy. Make sure you update your notary profiles at least once a quarter, just putting what's new certifications that you have gotten, whether those are I-9s or wedding officiant or apostille certifications, field inspection certifications, updating that and updating your websites. Implement an efficient financial system where you are invoicing, you're collecting money in a timely manner, and your cash flow is good. You're not undercharging for your services. And then plan for taxes and retirement. Plan for taxes and retirement so you're not taken off guard about when it comes down to paying taxes. Hopefully you liked this particular podcast this week. If you did like it, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you put it in your groups and leave a comment at the end of this. Love doing this for you each and every week. Next week, it's going to be even a bigger topic. You're not going to want to miss it. See you next week.